This conference will now be recorded.
So what's the last class?
Strip function. Strip
String data type. I was just explaining
string.
only string data type, right? Yeah, Tulsi
Yes.
and Pooja, can you call to your friends, Harika and Revant? And Sainath, you also can you call to Jagadish?
So, Harika, she will be not available till Monday, sir. Her laptop has an issue, so she will be joining from Monday. And Raven today he's auto station. He might be joined from tomorrow.
Okay, Monday. So tomorrow and day after tomorrow we don't have any session. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay. So today I would like to talk about the new data type, which is the tuple data type. Okay, tuple data type. So when we are talking about tuple data type, so you guys need to know about what exactly the tuple. Tell me. Tuple means, so which is the sequential data type. So which means that it may collecting multiple elements, collection of multiple data elements. Okay, collection of multiple data elements in parentheses. Okay, for example, I have a variable inside of the variable. So the variable which is pointing, so open parenthesis. For example, this kind of data type, we are calling it say tuple data type. So tuple means the data elements you would like to store inside of the parenthesis. Okay, would like to store inside of the parenthesis. Okay, so here you might be thinking, what are the data elements I can try to hold it? Sir, I know the arrays will be holding the only similar data elements. Is it same like arrays? No, I can say it's advanced than arrays. So arrays will be holding the same type of data, right? For example, but in case of tuple, we can hold the integer data type, we can hold the any data type. So as of now, we hold it only integer data type inside of the parenthesis, right? But you know what? We can hold the dissimilar data type also. There is no limit what type of data we need to hold inside of the parenthesis. For example, we can hold the integers, we can hold the complex, we can hold the boolean data, we can hold the and none data type, we can hold the string, and we can hold the tuple inside of the tuple. There is no limit at all. So we can hold the tuple also, we can hold the list also. So you know the representation part, but and inside of the tuple we can hold the set. Inside of the tuple we can hold the dictionary. So there is no limit to use the what are the data type elements inside of the parenthesis or inside of the tuple variable. Okay, the tuple is a variable, it can be holding any kind of data or all kind of data elements, so that we are calling it say dissimilar data type. What it is? Dissimilar data type. So dissimilar data type means the variable, it can be pointing the different type of elements. Is this clear my point?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So you already know about indexing concept, right? How many people are having the knowledge of indexing concept in a string? Indexing in string, how is working in the same way the tuple index also can work. There is no difference at all. Okay, tuple index. Let me try to hold a data inside of the parenthesis. So I have the four elements are there. For example, how many elements we have it? Four elements, right? If I go ahead of length of a, so total we have the four elements. I want to find out the and biggest element from the group of elements. Then I can use the max of a, And if I go ahead for the find out the smallest element from the group of elements, then we can use the min of a. And let me go for using the sum function. Sum of a means sum of all elements inside of the parenthesis. Okay, so this is the way we can hold the, or we can apply multiple operations, or we can directly apply the functions on the tuple variable. Now we'll look for the indexing. So when I'm talking about indexing of the tuple, which is same like index in string data type. Okay, so for example, I have the variable a, which is holding the 4 elements. So the indexing can be starting with 0, right? So a of 0, what is the result? A of minus 4 also could be the same, right? So a of minus 4 and a of 0 could be the same, because of which is following the positive indexing as well as negative indexing. So 34, 34. A of 0 is the 34. A of minus 4 also can be pointing the same element, because of the Python which is supporting the indexing positive as well as negative elements. Now we'll try for the A of 1. A of 1 means it's a second element. If you would like to go for accessing the second element with help of the negative, then we can use the minus 3. Okay, so and this is the way we can able to go ahead with any kind of indexing, whether it is a positive or negative, it doesn't matter. This is the way we can able to access the elements from the tuple. Clear? Is there any difference? You already aware of the string indexing, right? In the same way, tuple index also can work. Any more questions?
No, sir.
Okay, so now slicing. So we already seen the string slicing, right? We already seen the string slicing, right? In the same way, tuple slicing also will work similar. For example, we have a list, we have a tuple which may have the some elements, or some number of elements are there. Okay, and so here how many number of elements are there? If we want to know that, then simply we can go ahead length of a. That means total we have the 10 elements are there. The last index could be the 9, right? So if I go ahead with so 1 to 7, which means that what are the index elements are there in between index 1 to index 6? What are the elements we have it? That all elements it can be accessing. So 3, 10, 45, 23, 7 and 11 are the index elements from 1 to 6. So in the same way, if I forgot to give you the start index, if I mention only stop index, still 0 to, so in this particular situation, which is the start index could be the 0, 0 to 6, what are the elements we have it? It will go for accessing. For example, here if I mention the start index is 2, if I'm not mention the stop index, then till 2 to 9, 2 to 9, what are the elements we have it? It will access all elements. This is the way the tuple slicing will work same like string slicing. Okay, no difference, but the data type is different, and the elements also can be the change. In case of string, it can be a characters, but it can be tuple. In case of tuple, it may be anything. In the same way, dicing. How the string dicing can work? In the same way, tuple dicing also can work. Okay, so for example, in between 1 to 7, I would like to go for accessing every third element. Okay, so this particular situation 1 to 8, right? So starting element is 1, and the next corresponding element I want to be access 1 plus 3, it's a 4, 4 plus and 7. So 7 could be the less than the 8, right? So that it will access the elements from 1 to 7. Now coming to here, so 0 to 7, and here if I mention the stop step will be the 3. This particular situation, the start index is 0 and 0 plus 3 it's a 3, 3 plus 3 is a 6. 6 could be the less than the 7 so that it will access. So here I could not mention the stop, but I mentioned the step and the start value. So 2 plus 3 5, 2 plus 3 5, 5 plus 3 8. 8 will be the less than the 9, right? Less than the 10, right? So that it will access the 258 index elements. If I forgot to mention the step, then what happens? So in between 2 to 6, 2 to 5, 2, 3, 4, 5 index elements it will access. Clear, guys? Here I mentioned the not the data, it's the index positions. 1 position, 4 position, 7 position. What are the elements we have it will access as a tuple. And what are the elements are there in 0, 3, 6 index positions? That specific elements it will access. What are the elements are there in 2, 5, 8 indexes? Those particular elements it will access. So this is the way the tuple dicing can work. Clear? Is this clear or not? Chaitanya, Pooja.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So one thing I want to tell you. So in case of tuple, I hold the some sub elements as a tuple. So here I have the 4 elements are there in a main tuple, and so the main tuple which is having only 2 subtuples. That means the length of the A is what? What is the length of A? Anybody can guess it? So this is one data element, and this is one data element. There are only 2 data elements are there, so that length is a 2. Okay, so fine. Now if the length is 2, the indexes are 0 and 1 only, right? Or -1 and -2, right? So a of 0 and a of 1. See, so this is the one subtuple, this is one subtuple. What I want to do that I want to be access the 4 from this particular subtuple. Okay, so I want to access the 4. 4 means a of 0 means this is entire tuple. From this particular entire tuple, the subindex position is this is 0. Again, this is 1. So 0 comma 1. For example, I want to go for accessing the 19. 19 of second subtuple, right? The second subtuple index is a of 1. So internally, this is 0 position, this is 1 position, this is 2 position. See, this is the way the subtuple index also can work. Nested indexing. Usually the people can call it's a nested indexing. Clear? So this is the way the nested indexing, nested slicing, nested dicing also considered. Okay. For example, you have a tuple. I want to replace the 3 by 30. So which means that I would like to replace 3 by 130, so which is not possible. So same like a string. So once if we defining the data, which is not possible to modify the data elements in a tuple. Clear? By the time of assignment situation only, we need to fix it. Once if we fix it, we can't change individually. So here, which is supported only 2 kind of things. One is the count. For example, 9 is repeated 2 times, right? So that the count function will help you. Count function will help you how many times one specific element is repeated. In the meanwhile, index is the function. It will help you to find the index of anything. Okay, so this is the way only these 2 methods will work in a tuple. If it is really or not, if I want to know it, then we can able to go ahead dir of tuple. if you look this particular method, it will listing the what are other methods are there inside of the tuple class. In the tuple class, everything could be, it's a special methods only. Only two manipulation methods are there. Only count and index methods will support it to tuple. None of other functions are there in a tuple actually. Only count and index. So what about this one? These are the normal methods for comparison, for addition, those kind of things. For example, we have we have a tuple A, and I would like to multiply I would like to multiply with 4, which means that the you will be getting the 1949 can be repeated 4 times, but the A is not changing. Okay, for example, we have a two um, tuples are there. So when we have a two tuples, so if you want to be combined, or if you want to do that A plus B, then A and B tuple can be concatenated to each other, but it's not updating EA. So for addition, when I'm using the plus operator, this is the method will work. When I'm using the multiplication operator, so underscore underscore MUL function can work. And the meanwhile, for example, we have some data inside of the tuple. One, I want to know that one specific element is there or not. I want to find out. For example, 9. 9 is there in a or not. If I want to know it, then simply B in A. So if it is a B is available, then it can be returns that particular situation. We have a method underscore underscore contains method can be invokes. Okay, this is the way these methods will work for comparison less than, greater than, equal to, not equal to. But this particular situation, what I'm trying to tell you, tuple is the data type, which is very small data type. So there you just assigning the data with the parenthesis. We can we can access the data with help of the indexing, slicing, dicing, and nested slicing, nested dicing, and nested indexing. In the meanwhile, if we try to modify it, it is not possible, and which is supported only two functions. One is index and count. Other than these two, there is no any manipulation methods, but it can be supported some special methods which are underscore underscore add, underscore underscore contain, underscore underscore length, underscore underscore lt, gt, or ne. So these kind of methods only it can works. This is about tuple, guys. Nothing much about tuple. If you thoroughly understood the tuple, the next class will talk about the list and next set and dictionary. If I complete the three, then our data types concepts are done. Excuse me. So guys, all of you able to access the recordings or not? Still, are you facing any kind of issues for accessing the recordings?
No, sir.
Everyone can able to access, right?
Yes, sir.
Sir,
Sainath,
Yesterday we didn't attend, sir. We don't know how to access the videos.
okay, can you check your mail? Are you logging through mobile or internet? Sorry, web laptop.
In mobile, sir.
See, in mobile, if you log in, then what you can do, I already, you just check the mail. Okay, so let
Okay.
me show you. So this is the website. Okay, so within this particular website, I'm uploading the recordings. So this is my credentials I'm giving for you. I think I already given a link. Okay, let me look this one. Please mute your systems. See who are there here. Only Sainath and Jagadish are pending to access the recordings. You have to be click on or you have to check your mail IDs. What are the mail IDs you mentioned or you given to us? You have to check that particular mail IDs. So within this particular mail IDs, what are the things are there? I will show you how we have to check it. So what kind of mail you will be getting, I will show you. So see, you will get this kind of um, logos you might be getting actually. Canvas invitation. See, what are the mail you are given to that particular mail, you will get this kind of course invitation. Okay, Canvas free for teachers. You have been invited to participate in this course ADS 301 course role student, and your name can be mentioned here, and your mail ID also can be mentioned. Here we have an option get started. You have to click on the get started. Once if we click on the get started, okay, so automatically it is which is providing this particular class recordings because of I already registered. If you are not registered, there you will be getting the two options. One is the create your account already, or have you on Canvas account, or create new Canvas account. That kind of two options you will be getting. So if you are the first user, then go for the click on creating the new Canvas account. By the time the mail ID already mentioned, but we should provide your own password. Then
Oh,
you can update it. After that one, if you go through this particular in mail ID, or you just go through this particular website, canvas.instructor.com, there it will asking that login options. You have to provide your mail ID what you are given to us, and you have to provide the password what you are put by the time of creation. Okay, so that you can
okay,
able to
sir.
access this particular recordings.
Okay, sir.
Okay, cool enough. Thank you guys. Bye. Take care. You can try it, guys.
Bye, sir.
If you're facing any issue, call to Kishore, and Kishore make a call arrangement between you and me. I can tell you if you're not able to access. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Bye. Take care. See you.
Bye, sir.